Guys, deluded, I'm back again. I've got quite a few vids to record, Carl. I know if you've seen today, you've seen investigations about players in regards to Arsenal, coaches, rumours of the manager. There's bare things coming out about the club. But I actually found out about this yesterday. I can't lie, guys, I was tired. I promised you on Snap I'd get round to it. Ozil's agent, now he's been spilling that good tea, man. I mean, I know you all know what I'm talking about. He sent for Martin Keown in regards to Martin Keown digging out Ozil. Sometimes, quite rightly so, Ozil deserves to be dug out, but it does feel like it's a witch hunt / personal vendetta that Martin Keown has over him. Because, I mean, whether you think he could have played better or not, I think he could have against Atletico without a doubt. He was not the worst player on the pitch, and several other players were allowed to hide because we know Mustafi's been crap, so he deserves it. But we know, I'm not a fan of scapegoating, so we know if something goes wrong, the first ones that we blamed is Mustafi, quite rightly, Xhaka, and Ozil. Like, Ozil created how many chances? I did not hear Keown mention once that Wells lost the ball and Wells didn't finish his chances. Or Lacazette's, for example, another one, he was one of the best players on the pitch. What happened there? Or defensively, like, nobody got dug out properly. Again, I don't feel all of what he said is wrong, but it does feel like a personal vendetta. I don't know what it's got about him. But his agents come out, and he said a lot in it, so bear with me. I'm gonna try to go through this as fast as I can and as slow as I can. So yeah, man, let's read what his agent said in reference to Keown. I think that Martin Keown feels that just because he used to play football, it gives him the right to attack the current generations of stars. Perhaps he just wants to remain relevant, or maybe it's just due to jealousy. He is envious about money and exposure that the current footballers have. Pardon me. I don't know. But to sit there and criticise time and time again, it's getting a bit boring. True, in all honesty, he was an Arsenal reserve, so left for Everton and Aston Villa because he wasn't good enough. He returned to Arsenal, but was still a reserve. Always in the shadow of Adams, Winterburn, Dixon, Bold, and then Campbell, Toure, Lauren, and Cole. His behaviour towards Ruud van Nistelrooy at Old Trafford brought shame on Arsenal. No, it didn't. We need to bring that back, but I like this agenda, my bro. He said it would show. He said he will say it showed his passion when it was really bad sportsmanship. If Mesut or any other player in this era were to act like that, they would bring great shame upon themselves and their game. I mean, Noble was acting like an idiot against Pogba. Pogba was going to knock him out, but he thought about the FA Cup and how he'd be perceived and stereotyped if he lashed out. But moving on, he said, Arsene Wenger let him play the last minute versus Leicester to qualify for a winner's medal. Otherwise, he won't have been an invincible because he didn't play enough games. He wasn't a real part of the team. Even Keown's teammates, Ray Parlour, said publicly he would have killed Wenger if he had not come on the pitch against Leicester. This is, again, representative of the behaviour against Manchester United. He claims his passion while it's really aggressive. This guy is spilling that tea, people. Moving on. So that's the first bit. He spent time helping the defenders at London Coley some time ago, but then it stopped. Why would it stop if he was so good and knew so much about the game? Was it Wenger, the players and the staff that did not want him there? Since then, he has remained an outsider from the club. He has a very little knowledge of internal events at the club and is in no position to comment with such confidence. Does he have access to medical records? No. He spent many years criticising Wenger. Then it announced that Wenger was leaving, and he starts saying nice things about Wenger. After the Burnley game, he had the audacity to go on the pitch with the real and low legends like Robert Perez. This guy is 30, boy. Keown's my guy. That's big Keown, and so is Ozil. But I'm just enjoying this from both sides, man. This is funny as hell. He questions Mesut's loyalty but can't stick behind his own arguments. How can his opinion be trusted or validated? On the same programme, even a former Spurs player, Genius, said Mesut is not in the team to defend. Genius said he watched Mesut for Real Madrid and Germany and he's in the team to create chances and assist to goals. Why, when he comes to Arsenal, do people think he should completely change his style of play that has earned him so much success? This style of play has earned him more international success than ever. With 89 caps for Germany, mad thing, man. He has won the most prestigious trophy in football. Keown achieved very little in his 43 appearances for England. Jesus, man, this guy's not holding back at all. And finally, the problem is defence. How's that Mesut's fault? Have you looked at how Mesut's statistics compared to other Arsenal players? True, tracking back, defending, all of that. Maybe you should do that because you speak badly of him. Why is Mesut the only player Keown criticises? Yet similarly, he is loved by a strong majority of Arsenal fans across the world. When you're a small name compared to all the other football pundits on TV and radio like Thierry Henry, Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard, is it simply a coincidence that you decide to repeatedly criticise the biggest name in the team? Rah, boy. Did you criticise Mesut with such passion at the time when the fans were in pain after losing to Atletico? Because you knew it would give the fans a scapegoat and would make you look like a hero who cares the most about Arsenal. They sing your name in this stadium, so be happy with that. You said that Mesut was not loyal and would run down his contract and leave the club. Good prediction. He signed a new contract. Talking about loyalty and dedication, he has played throughout the season against medical advice. This has been kept hidden from public, and when you're attacked so viciously, it deserves a mention. We are responding to you not because of your word. We are responding to you not because of your words hurt us, but because they are so wrong. You cannot break us, as you can't influence the fans and the people at the club, all of whom love Mesut. Mesut wants to lead this club forward while you try to divide the club to keep yourself in the public eye and relevant with stupid, incorrect comments. You joke Mesut Ozil will have a emotional breakdown, pardon me, guys. Do you think it's funny to joke about mental health? Nah, it was a bit insensitive of Martin Keown to do that, but I don't necessarily think Martin Keown was getting at people with mental health problems by any stretch of the imagination. But that's some serious truth. I can't lie, his agent spilt some tea still. I can't, blood. Keown's my guy, so I'm not involved in this talk, but bloody hell, I do think he scapegoats him. The agent said a lot of truths there. I mean, Ozil's got some low man that back him, innit? People, all I can say is Jesus, like that. Jesus, like if someone said that about me and I was Keown or something, that make me consider my life. I mean, Keown's achieved a lot in football, but when it's put like that, boy, Jesus. I mean, if only we could all have agents or someone defending us like that, man. I mean, I would love to know Mesut's stuff, because I commented on that he misses games and a lot. And this is where I say we can only see things at face value. If he is going through some serious illness and problems behind the scenes that we don't know about, I can only apologise for on half of us for saying he should be fit and these things. If he's legitimately ill or injured, he's legitimately ill. So yeah, I don't think Keown was necessarily mocking mental, emotional breakdowns, but he could have had a bit more sensitivity around the subject, with it being Mental Health Week, I believe, next week actually, and mental health being a serious stigma in today's society with all Instagram and all this nonsense. He could have been a bit more sensitive. I don't feel he meant anything by that. Other than that, he was clearly digging at Ozil, and his agent said a lot of right stuff, especially with the statistics. Can Ozil pull his finger out, and similar to, I don't want to say Kevin, because Kevin De Bruyne gets to hide at times as well, and it don't get spoken about. But you see Modric, you see Kroos, all these attacking players, they take the game by the strap of his neck. It's the Mesut Ozil show. He can't do it alone against Atletico. Yes, he could have done a bit better, but what can you do if he's creating chances and man not putting him in the back of the net? It is scapegoating. Definitely the Atletico Madrid game, Ozil does not deserve to be scapegoated. There's been games where he's been below par, and quite rightly so deserves it, but that is not one of them. And I rate his agent for coming out about this, to be honest. So yeah, man, you guys asked me to speak on it there, my words to it, man. Guys, deluded, get in the comments, subscribe and do the rest. I'm out.